stuff to talk about this week, Uncle Bill. A big pre-order dropped on Friday last week. And man, I was warning people. I posted multiple updates. I was like, hey, it's down to 500 copies. It's down to 200 copies. It's less than 100 copies. Get on it. And there is still assholes that missed out on it. Stuntman Mark is one. I asked him.
Yeah. See, that's weird to me because he'll buy shit from Germany all day long. He won't buy that, like one of the biggest releases that they put out. So we're talking about the Beyond 4K from Grindhouse Releasing, and it basically sold out within, 3 days?
Yeah, more like 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
It was like went on sale Friday, and by Sunday afternoon, it was all gone.
So I knew I knew that was one of the biggest releases left, really, like in terms of stuff, because it's one of the only Fulci films that's not out on 4K or like Blu-ray or well, it's out on Blu-ray, but like of the big ones, like House by the Cemetery.
Yeah, I didn't get the big deluxe treatment or anything like a lot of these other titles that, Severin and Arrow and all these companies, Cauldron did. And I got a feeling that the people that missed out on this are really going to be kicking themselves in the balls. Because I think it was, Phantasmat said that he was going to wait on the standard edition.
You know what's funny to me though, man, is that like, I'm not saying he did this. I'm just saying in general, this is funny to me. Like people will fucking they'll go and spend like $45, $50 on Rumpelstiltskin, but they'll bitch like fucking crazy for like $66 on a movie that's actually good. Like a movie that's a classic that everybody's been waiting on, that's released by like one of the best releasing companies ever in 4K. It's like they'll go on and on it, but they'll go out and buy fucking, whatever from these like smaller companies.
Oddly enough, for me, I don't know about you, the last version of the Beyond that I have is the Arrow video version that was only available in the UK with the. I think we may be talking about that tomorrow.
That's the one I've got too. I've got the gatefold version.
I think that was in year 2 because that was a big deal when that came out. People were going nuts. So that'll be fun. But yeah, man, it'd been well over 10 years since I had gotten a version of that, and it's one of my favorite Fulci. It's definitely top 2 or 3 favorite Fulci movies. So there was no freaking way. And to me, it looks really cool. I like the fact it's fun. They're doing the eyeball gimmick with it, which I have a Beyond eyeball somewhere here from years ago. I think it was from maybe the Laserdisc. They did a limited edition on the Laserdisc, which that may be fun. Maybe I'll dig that out whenever we do that big Beyond review at some point or showcase. But yeah, man, big release. I think that this is going to be one that's going to be going for, I think it's already going for big bucks on eBay, but people are really like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for missing this one, in my opinion. So,
like I said, I don't understand it. It's not like Grindhouse is known for coming with a lot of extra stock or anything like that either. Mm-hmm. Like they very rarely do that. And people are talking about a standard edition. That's one company. I don't know if they'll do a standard edition. Like
I don't think
they don't do that really, as far as I know.
They've yet to do that. If they do it with this one, I think you're going to be waiting a year or longer before it comes out. But we'll see. I don't know if they're going to do it. They didn't say, this wasn't like, hey, Severin or Synapse or Red Shirt or whatever said, there's going to be a standard edition down the line. Bob Murawski or anybody with Grindhouse, none of them said that. So that I could see. We'll have to wait and see with that one. But I think that they're going to be shipping that in April. So we don't have to wait very long. Unless it's something like the Massacre video bullshit, which we talked about the other day. What's the deal with it? I'm pretty sure I ordered that Black Friday.
Yeah, I did too.
No,
I don't know
about nothing.
I don't know what's going on.
Give me your money.
That's pretty much a lot of these companies are doing nowadays. Yeah. Like, give me all your money and then you'll get it in about 4 or 5 months or whenever.
The mayor is asking, what if Second Sight does a 4K of the Beyond?
Well, let me ask you this. Like, of the stuff that Grindhouse owns, have you ever known anybody else to do another version while they had the rides?
Grindhouse from what I understand, I think that they own it. Like, I don't know what the word is, but they own it flat out. Like, they don't,
Well, I'm
the
saying,
rights.
like, I don't think that they've ever, like, when they've had possession of something, I don't recall another company releasing. Like, you look at like Cannibal
Well,
Holocaust.
Arrow did, but I think it was through. I think on the back of that disc, like it was licensed out through Grindhouse Releasing, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, they could. I guess they could do that if they wanted, but I don't think that we're going to see. And let's be honest, man. I love Second Sight. They do an excellent job. They're among the very best at what they do. But what the fuck else could you put in a set?
Well, in my opinion, Grindhouse is like on par with Second Sight. I mean, like, there's not really another company that I can think of. Like, there's a couple of like really high tier level companies. There's Synapse, there's Grindhouse, there's Second Sight, and that's really to me the biggest ones. Like the ones that like always have a really awesome transfer, always have really cool packaging, just always do things the right way. And then there's everybody else that's like right around there. But I don't know how you could do much better, really.
Yeah, I agree with Carter. I think that the Beyond has a good chance of being release of the year. That set, when I saw that, I was like, fuck, I don't really care how much it is. Like, that's just. The Beyond was one of those movies that clicked with me hardcore when I saw it originally. And I was watching, I guess it was the Anchor Bay DVD that came out. I was half asleep. Like I wasn't half asleep. I was kind of tired, groggy, and put that damn movie on. When Joe the plumber rises from the bathtub,
bathy grave.
I don't know what the hell that freaked me the hell out, man, and I've never forgot it. So that one hits hard with the creepy Kentuckian boys. So I had to get it, and like I said, I've rebought City of Living Dead probably 4 times since the last Beyond came out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, like all those movies have come out multiple times, really. Like Zombie and New York Ripper and shit, even like Devil's Honey and stuff like that's come out before the Beyond came out again. So you have to get it. Like, I don't know. Like, that movie is probably the most experimental Fulci film, in my opinion, in terms of it makes zero fucking sense, but everything visual in it is terrifying and amazing. And it's just a fantastical kind of film, really.
I was checking out the Friday Night Lives, though, and I think Phantasmat was talking about Grindhouse not really releasing much. Well, to me, like, that's what, if I was doing a boutique label, that's what I would do. Because every time there's a big release, it's a big deal. Like, it's not like fucking, like, April, Vinegar Syndrome's got another batch of bullshit coming out like they do every month. Who gives a shit? It's a bunch of stuff we've never heard of. You're going to see all these fucking. Here's what they look like. They got tattoos all over their arms. They wear Buddy Holly glasses, and they fucking lie about everything that they see. Like, oh, I love Six String Samurai. That's a classic. I've been waiting on that shit for years.
20 years I've waited to see that.
Real nerds.
No, I think honestly, like when I saw that Vinegar Syndrome drop, they're trying to hype it up. I'm like, at this point, man, nobody's really looking forward to Vinegar at all. Like, they have really devalued their product at this point with so many shitty months of releases to the point where nobody cares. I don't care. If I don't care, and I was like a huge proponent of them for years, then there's a lot of people that don't care at this point. There has to be.
Right. I don't care. Give a shit less. I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to bring greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others. but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. You know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release like a fucking week from now, and then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs, thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram. And help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So deadpitonpatreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock market's crashing around us, folks, but send us money.